This week's Piltch Point with Avram Piltch is proudly powered by Newegg. Whether you're building a new PC like I'm planning on doing or upgrading an existing one, you can get all of the parts from Newegg, whether you're looking for video cards, motherboards, processors, cases, fans, all of it. Or maybe you're just looking for something like an SSD to upgrade or get an older laptop back up and running to make it usable again. All of that and more, including, interestingly, an Xbox One S 1 terabyte console with NBA 2K19 for $229 today. So that's actually a pretty good deal, even compared to the Black Friday deals that we're going to talk about in a second. And to find out all of those deals and to see a preview on Black Friday, you can go to pilchpoint.live/Newegg. So, Avram, it is that time of year again.
Yes. So it is time for deals.
Yes, it is.
It is time. I mean, not that it's ever not time for deals, but
Fair enough.
We're in the heart of Black Friday month. Let's not even talk about Black Friday as just a day, because it's really an entire season, and it's a season where companies, retailers, everyone is trying to get more revenue for by the end of the year. This is their time, and so they're going to give you some really good discounts. So let's be honest with ourselves. I do not have too many people that I could afford to spend $1,000. I don't have anybody I could afford to spend $1,000 gift on or a $500 gift on. But a lot of this is also a good time to buy things that you yourself need. So, keep that in mind whenever you see the gift deals and the gift guides and all that, that a lot of what people are buying, they're buying for themselves. But, it's also a good time to look for lower cost stuff, or perhaps you really are very wealthy and can afford to buy somebody $1,000 gift. If so, let's be friends. Anyway,
Right.
So where do you find the good deals this year? Well, there's so many places to look, but on tomshardware.com, we are maintaining a updated many times a day list of the best hardware deals, which you can find through our homepage. We also have dedicated lists of the best deals on SSDs and on GPUs, and we have some advice for how you can tell a deal from a dud if it's not something that you found through us that we designate as a deal. So the main thing that you need to do is, obviously, if you see something is on sale, do not assume that this is a good deal. Do not assume that this is a better price than you could have gotten before the Black Friday season. Do not assume that it is a better price than you could get on another website. So if you are looking at Amazon, there is a tool. I say this every so often, but for those who have not heard it before, called Camel. It is a website, camelcamel.com, but there is also a Chrome extension called the Camelizer, that when you're on an article page for anything on that's on Amazon, you can click the little camel icon, and you can see, hey, this is what the price history was of this product. So you can see, is this the cheapest this product has really ever been? And how long has it been this cheap? Has it been the same price for like 4 weeks? Well, maybe that's a price that's good for you, but it doesn't sound like a time limited sale. Another place where you can find where they have a bunch of historical price data is PC Part Picker for components. And but even if the deal that you're looking at is not on Amazon itself, is on Newegg, is on CDW is on Walmart. If it's chances are that the same product exists on Amazon, and you can use the Camelizer to see what the price history was there to see whether this is cheaper, even if it's on, say, Newegg, is this cheaper than this has ever been on Amazon or is now on Amazon. So, so that's a good way to tell, okay, is this actually good for what it is? Good compared to itself. But then the other question is this just worth my buying? So here are the things that you should be looking, that are going to be good deals this year, and here are the things that are not, some of the things that are not. Laptops will probably, you can get some good deals, particularly from Dell and Lenovo. You will probably find some great deals there if those, because those companies sell direct and they usually have some pretty good coupons. If you're looking for, obviously there's going to be a variety of deals on peripherals through the major sites like Amazon, Newegg, and Best Buy. But if you're looking for components, you got to be really careful with the CPUs and GPUs. There's probably the latest generation stuff is not going to go on sale. If you want a new NVIDIA RTX 2080 card or 2070 card, it's not going to go on a sale. If those things are barely staying in stock now. If you want a new Intel 9th Gen Core CPU or a new AMD Threadripper, the latest Threadripper 2000 series, you probably won't see any reduction in price on those at all. Probably not. What you will see is lower prices on things that are a little bit older, such as an 8th Gen Core CPU, or a slightly older graphics card like a 1080 or a 1070 that's now being replaced, could possibly be a good deal. And of course, we've seen some really fantastic deals, especially on AMD stuff. AMD RX 580 and RX 570 cards are going on big, graphics cards are on big sales. We're seeing the 580 cards as low as $160, which is fantastic because they're normally well over $200. And AMD CPUs are also an area where you could see some good savings. Most likely you'll definitely see a lot more savings on the older Ryzen CPUs, on the ones that are the 1000 series. The newer 2000 series, you may see some deals. So those are the kind of CPU where I look for my CPUs and GPUs. Obviously, you're going to see a fair amount of deals on other types of components like RAM and power supplies. And the big deal this year is going to be storage, SSDs, and flash memory. There's a glut. There's somewhat of a glut of flash memory, also with the new triple level 3D NAND flash. The prices of SSDs were dropping by themselves. Now that you're coming into the holiday season, we're seeing ludicrous prices. I would not be surprised if at some point soon we see a 1 terabyte SSD for like $90. We are definitely seeing very reputable, like Samsung, the leading brand, 500 gig SSDs for $72. That's for the SATA drive. If you want the faster NVMe PCIe drives, if your computer supports one, are still more money. However, just today there was a deal which was only there for a few hours, for $99 for a 500 gigabyte Western Digital NVMe drive. So prices it's a really good time to buy SSDs, and then subsequently other forms of storage like mechanical hard drives and USB flash drives. But does anybody need one of those? Does everybody just get them for free? I mean, like, they seem to come in Cracker Jacks now. And I mean, as a journalist, I get a lot of press kits on them, so I have an entire drawer actually right here of these things. These are all press kits that I've gotten on USB flash, so I will never need one again in my life, probably. Um, you know, there are some people who do need to buy them. But other things I'm looking out for these are deals on micro SD cards. So I would actually like to find a good deal on like maybe a 5-pack of smaller, of like 16 gig cards that I can use for different Raspberry Pi projects. So I think that's where you're going to see a lot of action this year. Those are kind of the major things to look out for, and I really invite folks to check out our up-to-date list of deals and buying advice on tomshardware.com.
Excellent. While you've been talking, before we got started on F5 Live earlier, you asked me what I was looking for this year. And I am literally on Camel right now, looking at the price history on some of the components that we use to build our mobile broadcast rig. So I love that site, and it's interesting. They also do hotel prices, but that's not what we're talking about. Big banner at the top I've never seen before. Anyway, so you've got a number of breakout articles on like GPUs and general tech and a number of guides, right? Not just a single one.
Yes, we have. So we've got about 7 different articles on this. Plus, anytime anything that's a really big deal, we may do a separate article just on that deal. So there's a bar on top of all of our pages listing some of the deals. Plus, if you're wondering what to buy because you're shopping for somebody else, we also have a gift guide. I shouldn't neglect that actually tells you what sorts of things to look for different kinds of people in your life: tech enthusiasts, kids who want a STEM kit, makers, stocking stuffers, inexpensive stuff. So we have that too, since you may not just want a good deal, but actually figure out what to buy somebody. So I definitely encourage people to check out tomshardware.com for that.
Very cool. Well, I will be checking that out in a little while, because I am interested to see if you guys have listed any of the things I'm looking for. So that's absolutely perfect, and I always like seeing your STEM gift list. So I look forward to that. So as always, Avram, thank you. To those of you who are watching, definitely check out those lists, and have a good and safe Black Friday if you're crazy enough to try and go out.
Yeah, well, this is the overriding message: don't go out.
Yeah, exactly.
Don't go out. I'm not saying don't shop. Don't go out. There's really no reason to go out. There are plenty of fantastic deals online, whether you want computer stuff or electronics or anything, basically anything. There's really no reason in 2018 to go out to the store. Yes, there'll probably be some ridiculous off-brand TV that's a ridiculous deal at Walmart, and they'll have 5 of them, and people will bump into each other and get injured going for it. But that kind of stuff is ridiculous. The best deals are always online, and the one thing you could say is not only will you not inconvenience yourself, but you won't waste nearly as much time. What if you go there and the thing that you want isn't there? If you're online, either it's there or it's not.
Yeah, very, very true. That's always the worst, is getting to a place to go get something and finding out, they had it an hour ago, now they don't, and obviously that particular problem is extra prevalent during Black Friday. So definitely no good. Well, anyway, as always, Avram, we appreciate it, and we will see you back next week.